In 1940, he wrote down everything he knew in a book, How to Trade in Stocks. It sold poorly. That November, at 63, Jesse Livermore took his own life. The note he left behind said he considered himself a failure. The man who beat Wall Street twice never beat the only opponent that mattered. The one in the mirror? First, the scale. 2022, 165,000 jobs. 2023, 263,000. A record, then 152,000 more. Then another 100,000, then another. Google cut 12,000 people in one morning by email. Meta cut 21,000. Amazon, 27,000. Added up, and it's roughly 700,000 people since 2022. Nearly a million since the pandemic began. The official story. We overhired during the pandemic, and now we have to tighten our belts, except the belt never tightened. These same companies posted record profits the very next quarter, and the layoffs kept going anyway. 2024, 2025, 2026. Because this was never about survival. It was about making room for a $700 billion a year bet on AI. We already showed you where that money went. The $1 trillion hidden in boxes, this is who paid for it. Here's what the research actually says. Professor Wayne Cascio spent decades studying S&P 500 companies that did mass layoffs. The finding: the companies that cut stayed less profitable than the companies that didn't. Stanford and Wharton found the same thing. No lasting stock gain, ever. And the people who survive the cuts, their productivity drops by up to 20%. And the best ones, the ones with options, leave first. So the most popular cost-cutting move in corporate America does not actually cut costs. It just moves them somewhere the dashboard can't see. Then AI arrived, and the story got even better. In 2024, the payments company Klarna bragged that its new AI assistant did the work of 700 customer service agents. The CEO said AI could already do, quote, all the jobs we humans do. 18 months later, Klarna was quietly hiring the humans back. Quality collapsed, customers revolted, and the CEO admitted it himself. Quote, we focused too much on efficiency and cost. The result was lower quality, and Klarna is not the exception. In one survey, 55% of companies that replace workers with I now say they regret it. Now, the part nobody puts in the press release. Meta spent 2022 and 23 firing 21,000 people. They called it the year of efficiency. In 2025, the same company started offering AI researchers pay packages of up to $300 million. One researcher accepted $200 million. Another was reportedly offered $1.5 billion. He said no. Do the math with me. $200 million is roughly 1,000 of the salaries they cut. They fired a stadium full of people and handed the savings to one man. So who actually paid for the AI era? Well, the 700,000, obviously, but also everyone who stayed doing two jobs, waiting for the next email, and every customer stuck arguing with a chatbot that cannot help them. The only party that got exactly what it wanted was the stock ticker. For about a quarter, the research says even that fades. Strip it all down, and the pattern is simple. The layoffs were not a rescue. They were a transfer from 700,000 paychecks into the $1 trillion AI bet and into a handful of 9-figure contracts. We don't give financial advice, and nobody knows if the bet pays off. But remember the file on the debt, $1.6 trillion hidden in boxes. If that bill ever comes due, you already know who gets the next email. The file stays open. Subscribe. The next one is already being written.